Devil damn it.
What's that doing here? Let's just scrub that off to the side. There we go. Don't worry, they only just were here for the sake of localization. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with Ape Escape, but not quite how you've seen Ape Escape up until now, because now it's all virtual.
Oh, what the hell am I looking at?
Was that Natalie and the professor actually doing things?
Yes.
Yes, because, ladies and gentlemen, most franchises have their own sort of party game or gladiator game, sort of.
Mario Party ripoff.
No, it's more than that.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, Ape Escape got in that whole trend of multiplayer action sort of experiences, and, well, here's,
Wait a minute. Oh my god, this is a battle royale before that is even a genre.
Not that. I'd say honestly, now I think about it, it kind of reminds me a bit of Rayman Arena in some senses.
Yeah, because basically this you all know those crafty gadgets you've come to know all throughout the series. We're gonna use them for the sake of gladiatorial combat.
Welcome.
Are you not entertained?
What did they do with Spike's design?
That's the fun part. It may be. Oh, yeah, that's right, the anime. James, what are we doing? You and me today?
Today, Logan and I went toe-to-toe in Ape Escape, pumped and primed for the PS2.
Woo! And yes, the reason why the designs looks weird is because I believe the designs here are more specifically referencing the anime.
Which makes sense.
Which actually is funny because this came out before the anime. In fact, I think the anime was mostly influenced by this game.
Oh, is this the one where Spectre is voiced by?
Yes.
Yeah!
We'll see that later, though, because Spike, Natalie, and the Professor are here in the virtual world.
Why are we here?
And I actually sound like an old man this time?
And where's Jimmy?
Don't mind that there's no subtitles this time around.
We tried, but it was an earlier time.
It was time before we actually had the alphabet.
Citation needed on that, Icky. Just citation.
So, yeah, Spike and friends are here to take part in the virtual games.
Yay! To become the king of the virtual...
Who in God's name is this guy?
And we have also here a brand new character joining to the scene, a virtual kind of gamer champion herself.
Helga.
Also, I see they took Jimmy's voice box and slapped it into Spike.
Wait a minute, is that guy Spectre? Because that's Crispin. That is Crispin.
It's not that.
Crispin? Whoa! Who are these three?
What the heck?
We also have to deal with these guys.
I guess Crispin voices multiple characters in the game because the announcers definitely sound like Crispin, so.
Correct, Matt. So.
And yes, Natalie, I don't know why the monkeys are suddenly here. I'm pretty sure we captured them all.
We captured them all, and as we see now there, it looks like there's a new kind of, like, digi-breed of monkey that we have to contend with.
I love that they're dealing with the monkeys and the professor's not even phased.
Oh,
Cassie!
Hey, it's our AI friend.
Hi, I'm in the physical world now. Don't ask.
Digital world.
Oh, this is the digital?
We're the strangers here, Matt. We're the new people.
This is Cassie's home turf.
Okay. Welcome to virtual reality. It doesn't work like this.
So, while Spike and friends get into monkey business as usual...
Yeah.
Thank you, Cassie. We really should get a mosey on and start these damn games already.
Okay.
I say we should as well, but it's a fun, definitely I definitely had a lot more quirky fun with this than I thought we would. So, right off the bat, James is going to be taking us through the story mode, which new to this franchise and one that I'm very happy to be able to tag along with, comes with its own co-op mode.
Yep, though that being said, this isn't just something for just two people to share in the fun. Like, it's the further you go into the game, you can unlock all sorts of mini-games that even two more of your friends can play alongside you. And there is a character edit feature where you can make your own custom version of all 8 of this game's contestants.
Yep, you can make color palettes.
So wait, there was 4-player accessibility of this?
What was that, Iki?
You could play 4-player in this?
Yes, but not in the story mode. You can only do 2 players, which is, again, why I brought Logan along to join me in these games.
Team Monkey.
So, yeah, these are the 8 playable characters.
Wait, you get to play as 5 or 3 characters at once?
Not exactly at once. When there's characters in teams, you can only select one of them at a time, though they each have their own sets of perks. So, starting off, I'll be Spike, and Logan will be a cheeky little monkey who more or less plays the exact same as him.
Yep, they allow us to swap out. Also, just to have a quick forewarning, if you're wondering what's with the flying stencils, something isn't making the screen fully black, so they just kind of float. It's like a monkey ball scenario. But so okay, I'll do this, James. So here we see the first main gist of playing the game being combat, kind of Power Stone.
Yeah, I was about to say this looks very Power Stone-esque.
How does this how is this similar or different from playing Ape Escape normally?
Okay, so the controls of this game are honestly not that dissimilar to what you don't normally expect out of Ape Escape. Like, you move around with the left stick, you use your weapon with your gadgets with the right stick, and you can swap between them on the fly with the face buttons. Though that being said, starting off, each minigame will center on a specific gadget. Like, for example, this keeps focus on the Stun Club.
Hence Stun Club 1.
Yep.
Also, I'm fairly certain it's, like, no, is Natalie's actress, Misty?
I don't believe so.
Okay,
I don't
because
get that.
Her death sounded a lot like Misty.
Come on,
you know that to me.
You can't guard forever, monkey.
So who's the voice cast we got here?
The voice cast?
You mentioned before that Crispin Freeman's in this game.
I'll look up the voice cast.
Thank you.
Okay.
Again, the most I can tell you right now, Matt, is that the English localization for this game was primarily handled by Ubisoft. Hence why you saw their name in the title earlier. But otherwise, this is a full-on Sony Computer Entertainment Japan sort of a game.
So, Barbara Goodson is Spike in this game. I like her acting.
Oh, sweet, Carl.
Wendy Lee is Natalie.
What?
Yep, Wendy Lee. Simon Prescott is the professor. Sandy Fox is Helga, whose name should be Haruka.
Right.
Haruka sounds like a better name than Helga. Amanda Winley is Cassie. Oh, Derek Stephen Prince as Jake. That's good casting.
I'm sorry, are we playing Ape Escape or Makai Kingdom? Because that's essentially the same voice cast.
Anyway, and then Spectre is Kristen Freeman, as we
The badass
established.
freaking monkey lord.
And then the is fucking Bo Billingsley. In case you're wondering, that's God, I'm tired. That is, Jet Black from Cowboy Bebop.
Oh.
Huh. So, I mean, way to spoil that like the end game for this game, Matt. But yes, that's pretty much the voice cast we have going on for Pumpkin Prime. And our next game up to bat here is making use of our Skyflyer, which for some reason this game calls the Dragonfly.
Also, I am sorry.
I guess
You're
it sounds a little bit
fine.
more iconic as a... Well, it sounds a little bit more special as a, quote, dragonfly.
But it doesn't look like a dragon.
No, but it lets you fly like a dragon. Well, I guess there's, like, the comparison of dragonflies and helicopters.
Yeah, and I will say, for what it's worth, like, at least on Spike's end, I do love they brought back the fucking fly swatter design for the Skyflyer.
Of course, it's iconic.
As opposed to the one that actually has an attachment on it that makes it look more practical.
I just realized that each character has, like, their own unique design for it.
Oh yeah, no, every character has a unique design for all their gadgets. Like, Spike still has his fly swatter or dragonfly. The Peepo Monkey has a literal sunflower.
A sunflower.
And I know, depending on the I know with Natalie's case, a lot of her gadgets, like she uses mostly a she fights like a bow staff style. Sometimes she kind of uses it more like a broom more than anything.
It looks more like a mic stand in this case.
It kind of does now that you mention it.
And what's Haruka? Helga got?
Helga, I mean, actually, Helga's actually looks a lot more like the Skyflyer we come to know in later games, like the one that Jimmy uses.
Wait, really?
So I'm guessing that, like, the whole goal of this particular game is, like, you basically have to make sure you have the most coins when you get to the finish line.
Yep, grab the coins on this auto scroller. Now, I guess I should go ahead and bring up some of the items you can come across, like that red rocket there, for example. If you grab onto that, I guess it depends. Like, if it's any other player that's not in first place, it'll immediately gun for the player currently in first place. If the first player person gets it, it's randomized. It pretty much scatters all over the place.
So I guess I want to ask this just for the sake of getting it out of the way. Does Logan ever win one of these?
He wins his fair share of them.
Oh, so
However,
unlike me with...
however, it's a good reason. I need to talk in a moment because I forgot about this. Because there's actually something about that. How you bring that up, Hype, about how the winning thing works. So as you notice here, whenever you win, you're awarded points, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we brought this up back in our Samus Returns thing, you silly Billy. But if you noticed on that percentage board, or on that point board, there was like a tally, there was like a mark that you needed to reach if you want to hit the next plot point or boss battle of this game.
Mm-hmm.
So the way that works, the way this game processes that is, someone needs to reach that point, otherwise nobody continues. So I mean, so for the first, well, hear me out, Icky, because this is where it gets a little confusing. Sorry, James.
Oh, no worries.
Almost fail. The part where this gets confusing now, Icky, is that, so like for now, for the first couple of these games, like James and I could really just compete and just, we'll try to focus on the computers first, but we're not holding anything back, especially when he does that. But then, by the time, the further you go into this game, it has, like, let's call them 3 to 4 chapters. For each chapter, the amount of points you need to win is going to become more and more steep.
Ah, so it's like an EXP bar.
Right.
Also, I'm sorry, I love this song.
Oh, it's
Me
good.
too.
No, the soundtrack's great.
Is this the original composer from Ape Escape 1 and 3?
It is.
Oh, sweet.
Anyway, finish what you were saying.
Also, I love that when the monkey's grabbing onto a ledge, he's literally biting and gnawing his way up.
Anything you were saying, Logan?
I was saying, yes, that this becomes steeper and steeper. So, in theory, Icky, the idea is that if you're playing single player, by the time you can have some margin for error at the start, but by the final chapter, you need to get first place in every game in order to move on to that final boss.
How many minigames are you allowed?
There's like 5, and like no, but I'm saying literally by the
4.
end.
No,
Four,
there's 4 minigames per tier.
Sorry, there's 4, and
So if you don't reach enough points by the end of the tier, you lose?
you have to restart that tier. I mean.
Oh.
Now it's war.
So here's the problem, Mickey. Woo! The problem, Mickey, is when they went into 2-player co-op mode, they do not do any scaling or balancing to fix that up. So the issue that we found... screw this.
I know what I'm beat.
So basically, co-op is just player versus player more. So then.
But no, but that's the issue. That's the issue, Icky. I'll just spoil this right ahead and say that the only time I ever committed an actual mulligan, like I'm trying here, but the only time I ever really committed a mulligan, see right there, he already reached the point. Perfect. We'll do one more game for fun.
We'll be able to pass through this no matter what. Anyway, who's ready to waggle their sticks?
Do the boats.
Oh boy, bumper boats.
So the issue, Icky, is that by the time we reach the final chapter, which we'll touch upon this again, most likely, because Lord knows one of us is going to forget by the time we get there. Even when I was fighting at my hardest, Icky, I did beat James. So congratulations. James now won 3 games. I won 1 game. None of us won all 4 games. Therefore, the game dictated that we did not clear that tier.
So it says that you lose, try again.
So
much.
yeah, so by the final tier, one person and one person alone has to win all 4 games. So there was a point where, unfortunately, we just shook hands like men and like, okay, I'll throw these matches
That
because
sounds like bullshit.
it really is. It was an oversight,
It kind of is. But on the bright side, it only happened once for us.
right? It was only that last tier. It does feel like a bit of an oversight, but oh well.
Also, that's good camouflage graphics for the early 2000s.
Sounds like something they didn't really take into consideration when developing this game. As if co-op was more of an afterthought, if anything.
Kind of. I mean, again, I don't think it's really, like, for the most part, it's more or less fine. It's just that, again, for that very last one, they could have lightened up a bit.
So, okay.
And I
so
will
now-
also say that, I guess I'll spoil this much, the game does have technically this game runs in under 2 halves. I would say the second half of this game works far better with co-op than the first half. Because the first half is just your typical party game.
Is there a board game mode?
Yeah, there's a different game that we haven't shown yet.
No,
which
no,
is-
a board game mode a la Mario Party.
Oh, no. It's,
Oh, no,
it's
there's no board game. It's purely mini games.
right,
Ah.
kind of arena focus. But oh my goodness, like there is like one other game type we haven't shown yet, especially by the end. That is like my favorite part of this whole game. What's up?
Now that I stop and think about it, you could argue that this is pretty much Ape Escape's answer to Fusion Frenzy.
I remember that. Yeah.
Wasn't that the one with Cloud and Sephiroth were playable too?
So that's the end of the first round of round 1. Now to the second round, but unfortunately,
Warning!
we are currently intercepted by our first boss.
Warning.
There are boss fights in this too?
Oh yeah, there are boss fights.
Oh god, who is it this time?
And guess who happened to join us here? And
Gogeta.
also,
On account
And-
of all the monkeys with bow helmets, or peak point helmets, I could only hazard a guess that it was,
look who got hypnotized again.
Oh no!
Hey there, Jake.
That guy, again.
How did you get hypnotized again?
I'm voiced by Derek Stephen Prince. I'm always
Who's
hypnotized!
Derek Stephen Prince's voice again?
Shit. Are the monkeys talking?
No, they have their own like language. Like
Oh,
they don't
okay,
have
okay,
they
okay.
don't speak.
Oh.
I can't. There's no subtitles, so I can't fucking.
Then maybe you shouldn't come during the cutscene.
Sorry.
I don't know where that came from. I'm so sorry.
Yes,
Tell us about who
boy.
tell us about who Derek Stephen Price is.
Derek Stephen Prince is
Prince.
big name voice actor for a lot of stuff. Basically, most people know him as Ken Ichijuji from Digimon.
Oh,
Did he voice anyone in, Makai Kingdom or Disgaea?
Oh, most likely. Hold on, let me check.
but yeah, sorry, James. I'll help fill him in.
By the way, I'd like to bring this up real quick. He claims he's working for Spectre and he's wanting to help the monkeys win the tournament. The funny part about this is,
You could play as the monkeys and he's still against you.
yes,
Well, at that point, it seems like at that point, what's happening there? It almost seems like the way he worded it is that they don't want to listen to him, and he needs to put him in line to get him to fall in line and
Hey,
listen.
Steve,
The rebel faction.
listen to his voice. Does he sound like? I know for a fact Derek Stephen Prince doesn't voice him. Does he sound like exactly like Clarion the Witch Boy from Young Justice?
Well, hang on, let me listen.
I never watched Young Justice, so I wouldn't
Never
know.
watched Young Justice, and we're so sorry, Matt and Hyde. We are out of time.
Yeah,
so,
no,
well, I was about to
he
say,
sounds
like-
exactly like Clarion the Witch Boy from Young Justice.
So James, how do our boss fights work?
they're pretty much it's hard to really explain it. It's honestly, let's just say treat it like you would a stunt club match.
Yeah.
Well, I was.
Or just pick a weapon that works best for you.
Oh yeah, and by the boss fights, you are allowed to use whatever you want.
We can customize and use all of our
Oh,
tools.
that's pretty cool.
Also, to give you an idea of who we're talking about, with Clarion, as another example, you remember Gargoyles, right, Logan?
Yes.
Do you remember Lexington?
Yes.
That's the same actor as Clarion.
Oh, that tiny dude!
Yeah, but that's
Alright, then.
that's not Jake here. That's the voice that it sounds like Derek Stephen Prince is using for Jake. But
Understood.
to give you
Well-
who here has seen Bleach?
Oh, jeez.
Bleach?
Bleach?
I have not seen Bleach, so I'm going to actually see if we can deviate just a little bit and say ow.
So Jake is primarily fighting on his motorbike, and sometimes he'll leave a bunch of
Oil slick.
buck on
Oil
the floor,
slicks.
or oil slicks on the floor. If he runs over them, he will leave a fire ring all across the arena, which you need to jump over. And sometimes he can do this.
Sometimes there are special moves, like you all have your own like Z kind of like Z moves or whatever that deal a lot of damage all at once.
My best recommendation with fighting Jake is sometimes he'll leave rockets that are like they're special shots for your slingshot. And once you grab some of that, just wail on him with those,
Oh yeah.
because they do more damage than your stun club usually does. That you can fire from a distance.
And of course use the Sky Flyer to kind of evade damage. And if anyone's asking, if any of us go down, we're down for the rest of the match. Like there is no live system right now.
Nope.
Oh, by the way, I'm currently looking up a voice cast for this game, particularly Derek Stephen Prince, just so I could see if I recognize
Have
this
you
guy
ever
from
played
anything.
Kingdom Hearts?
No.
Okay. He just to let you know, he's a very prolific voice actor, alright? So
Okay.
I trust you. I trust your
Yeah, we're not
judgment.
saying you're wrong, it's just that Icky just wants to know if there's a character he's voiced that he would recognize.
Yeah.
Right. But we're almost done with him. Oh no.
He's doing it again.
Oh, he's the annoying little brat brother in Persona 4.
Yep. Yep, now Keith.
Uh-oh.
I was going to
Oh,
ask
he's
that
the narrator
one.
in Disgaea 4.
I was going to ask that, but I was like, I doubt anybody here has actually played Persona 4 because I'm the only one.
Oh, fuck, he's
fair.
Revolver Jesus.
Yep, he's
Revolver
Revolver
Jesus?
Jesus in Persona 3. Fun fact, by the way, I'm the one who started that nickname.
Huh.
Are?
Okay.
Well, no worries. Okay, so
So, yeah, Jake's been beat, and we can proceed.
the first tournament has been cleared.
Well, not quite. We still have the second round of the first round.
Oh.
It's weird.
Oh, he was in Disgaea too.
Oh, who'd he voice there?
He voiced Mr. Director, Prism Green, and Pizza Delivery Man. Though he
my
wasn't credited.
favorite.
Can't I recognize either of
So,
them?
as you see here, they also give us the opportunity to swap out who we want to play as. So we're going to try our best to show off all of the characters.
He's
Yeah, we decide... Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No.
Okay.
Come on,
then yes.
you already brought our attention, Matt. Proceed.
Do you like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure at all, Icky?
I appreciate it, but I don't watch it.
Okay, he's the dog, Iggy, from Stardust Crusaders.
Oh,
He's
Natalie,
the-
what?
Yeah, he's the fucking pitbull.
No. He's the boat in Pajama Sam.
Oh, yeah.
He was Otto?
He was the boat.
Yeah, I forgot about that,
I'm
yeah.
Otto.
Otto the
Jeez.
boat.
I know what you mean, but technically, you should say, let's go floating or something.
I love that was the one that we all bonded over for a moment. there.
Also,
Of all of that, all of that, like, resume.
Logan, you'll bond over this. He's Vexen in Kingdom Hearts.
So what are we doing on
Jesus.
a roulette?
Oh, damn, nice.
Yep, he's Vexen in Kingdom Hearts. He has had a long.
Because I would say that would also mean that by this point in three and onwards, he's also Evan.
Yeah.
So
he
for
is
Zombie
epic.
Lee, obviously, ladies and gentlemen, we're going
Is
to
that what
primarily use this
Vexen stands
commentary
for?
just to shoot the shit and bring VO commentary whenever we feel
I mean,
like.
it's party games. It's party games that
This
are
is
interspliced with
It is, and
story.
I love it.
No,
Collecting
again,
a bunch of coins for
Again,
video games.
I know it's probably I brought this up. I know it's probably such a odd little thing to like focus on, but James and I can already right now attest to say that as far as platforming goes, we think this game probably has some of the best like momentum of carrying your speed between gadgets all at once.
It's so weird too because this is just a straight up party game that's that's more or less mimicking the usual ape skate art style. Like we're sacrificing some of the, for lack of a better word, bouncy nature of the original series in exchange for something a little more slick and snappy.
Right, like tighter controls. And when this gets to like some of the platforming races, like again, you will see like James and I can start like chaining together gadgets of like using the speed hoop to quickly run and then jump, immediately swapping to our sky glider to fly forward and move forward with this like a huge long jump.
I like the fact that Cassie is flying around.
Yeah, I mean, she is a virtual creation. She has more or less full authority to just float as she pleases.
Correct.
Is her RC
Yeah.
car just a ball?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like an energy ball.
Which granted, she herself can turn into a ball when she's dashing.
Yep.
Also,
Oh,
that
she
does
can.
remind me. I do recall of the many character differences between all 8 characters. Cassie is one of the rare few that can triple jump.
Yep.
Triple jump.
Which makes her
And, like,
very,
platforming
very
challenges?
broken.
And like platforming challenges?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it makes
Like
her
she
very
literally
broken.
can. She literally gets one hop above the rest of them. Although I do believe the Peepotrons can triple jump as well, or at least one version of them.
I think the blue one can, or maybe the yellow one, because yeah, I guess it's actually because I think it's probably the most obvious with the Peepotrons. Like the red one is your more like all-out attack assault one. The blue one I believe is the fastest, and the yellow one has more like gadget.
The
proficiency.
yellow one I do believe is more proficient in stuff like the slingshot. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So-
Okay.
Also, I hope you all enjoyed the RC car because Logan and I used that damn thing a grand total of twice.
Purely for RC card minigames?
Well, just in general, like because you can use it in other like arena stuff, but I could never really do two things at once. I prefer the more hands-on approach of a club and a slingshot.
I mean, to be fair, it's like one of the more,
Ooh.
I guess, gimmicky gadgets.
Oh,
Speaking
actually,
gimmicky, the water mech.
The water mech.
a brand new gadget to the series.
Well, no, it's just the water net from the past games. Only now it's been outfitted with fucking missiles.
With a gun.
Also, really quick. Would anybody like to know a really quick rabbit hole I just went down?
What
Sure.
did you find on your travels?
So, I was like, alright, what has Derek Stephen Prince been in? I check his Wikipedia, and it said, oh, he is in the Blade of the Immortal anime adaptation. I wonder what that was about again. Then I was like, oh yeah, Blade of the Immortal had a Takashi Miike movie. Then I was like, oh yeah, the lead actor for that played Howl in Howl's Moving Castle, the Japanese version. Then I scrolled down
And the
to
English
his
version was
bottom.
Christian Bale.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about the the Japanese version.
Oh.
Yeah, and then that actor is Takuya Kimura. And then I learned that Takuya Kimura is Takayuki Yagami from the Judgment series.
Ah.
Wow, that really is a rabbit hole.
Yeah, no, I just went down a fucking rabbit hole.
Just keeps going and going and going.
I really wish I
Wait,
was
what
more
the fuck
familiar
happened to
with
Cassie?
any of that, because then I would have appreciated the rabbit hole even more. But apart from
Have you
Housewarming
not
Castle, I
played
was...
Judgment?
No,
Oh, okay.
nor the new one. I need to get around to that. I hear it's really good.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
but what happened to Cassie? Is she in a boat or a UFO? Or...
I'm in an egg copter.
I mean, yeah, she's literally riding in one of those egg. You say egg copter? It kind of looks like a. It kind of looks like a canoe, like an underwater canoe.
Or UFO.
I can see that. But yeah, this is again, as we mentioned earlier, all of our gadgets are usually personalized to our design, which was a fun little touch.
I want to say the water mech though is one of those cases where everyone more or less controls the same.
Oh yeah, no, they all control sound. I'm just saying, like aesthetic, like design wise, they look different. No, those are mine.
So as far as actually, yeah, I think as far as gameplay is concerned, I want to say Helga is like the more, for lack of, but basically consider her if she was like the Luigi to Spike's Mario, and
Or the female equivalent of Spike.
yeah, although she's not, again, she doesn't quite control the same, but she's got more of a grace to her movement than Spike does, if that means anything.
Or
I can see
whatever
that.
the girl character is named in Ape Escape 3.
That was Yumi.
Yes.
Yeah. I'd say I was gonna say I think the people monkeys are probably the closest to controlling kind of like Spike, like without as much grace. Like they kind of have the same, depending on which monkey you pick anyway, has the same kind of stocky movement.
The regular Yellow Pants People Monkey controls the exact same as Spike, and I'm willing to bet that was done on purpose, just because it's again they're kind of like the box standard character.
Super moved got me.
Yep, I literally pelted it with count 'em, 4 missiles.
I noticed that the monkey you play as changes depending on, with every round.
Oh yeah,
Do
the
they
Team
have
Monkeys.
different abilities or, like, stats?
Yes, they do actually. Team Monkey, for example, there's like literally 5 of them with their own perks, and I do know that the further down the line you go, you'll notice that there's X's on top of the ones you've already used in previous matches.
Oh, so you could only use one at a time.
Yep. So there's some strategy to pick which one you want.
And then once it comes to a point where you used up all 5 of those monkeys, it resets.
Oh. And their character stats, right?
Yes, they do have different stats. For example, I think the Green Pants Monkey is better for the Skyflyer. Red Pants Monkey is better for the Stun Club.
Raw agility or strength.
The Black Pants Monkey is better for slingshots.
Because he shoots the shooty bang bang gun.
Correct.
And I believe true to their form, I think the blue pants monkeys are like sometimes the fastest in terms of like base running.
They're the most agile.
Yeah, the dark blue pants ones. The cyan pants monkeys are actually the most pathetic of the 5, but you do get like some sort of I feel like you get like some sort of point bonus or whatever if you use them.
Oh, so they're like the handicapped character.
Right.
I was gonna say either that, or I could see where maybe they build up their special meter faster than others.
I could see that too. Yeah.
But yeah, for now it's just tank battling now, and the reason why, yes, Mad and Hype, the reason why that the stages have had like a number at the end of them, like Tanks 1, Slingshot 1, is because we will be seeing various variations of these in the future.
I mean, makes
On the
sense.
bright side, though, there's only 2 variants of each, because these are more or less like the tutorial bits to get you familiarized with the gadgets, and then once that's all said and done, we go straight into like the semifinals, then the finals, where pretty much everything goes by that point.
Oh yeah, you can start
Do
using
the
all your
minigames
gadgets.
have
all
different
at once.
names? Like, other than
Yes.
just item 1, item 2?
They do.
Do they get crazy?
I don't know if they get crazy. I mean, you'll be able to read them all still. They'll be in
They can
English.
get pretty hectic.
Oof. So,
I mean,
Hype.
I'm just talking about the name of the minigame, not
Oh,
just...
the names? The names I keep... at most, they can get a little pretentious, but nothing too bad.
Pretentious.
So, Hype, what do you think of all of this tomfoolery going down so far?
It looks like it'd be a pretty fun party game from the looks of what I'm seeing. It does seem like just going off what you guys are describing, it does seem like the progression, if you want to go for like co-op, does seem a slight bit contrived, but yeah, oh boy.
Got him.
Boy.
That was close.
Otherwise, it
you and
seems
your
fine
jalopy.
I will say this much, ladies and gentlemen, we are planning on doing a bonus part by the end of this where I rope all 3 of these schmucks to play alongside me and go
What?
for real gladiatorial.
That's our goal anyway,
see
to
who
try.
really wins the game.
Nobody
That's what we'll
told me
try,
this!
They're gonna have fun.
I wasn't paid for this.
Well, there's 5 of us as well, so if you really want to chicken out.
So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for
Hold
the
on.
first round.
Hold up, motherfucker. What the fuck
What?
you say to me?
I said if you want to chicken out, because there's 5 of us, we could always have the other 4th member be swapped out.
Bring it, asshole. You calling me a chicken? Bring it, motherfucker.
Oh, boy.
Thanks for that, by the way, Matt.
We'll see you all next time as we actually decide to take a break from all the gladiatorial shenanigans and watch some funny tunes.
Ooh.
Till next time, everybody.
All according to whatever.
Stop being a little punk.
Fuck you.